That's fine. Before we begin, I'd like to make a quick announcement. The trophies to the left, if you are going to proceed to look at them, please be cautious that they could poke out your eyes. Now, to begin, welcome to the Lasko Family Variety Show. With acts like the Sisters of Speed, The Late Show with Krusty the Tube Sock, Spectacular Lucas Maximus, and, Mitch and Mickey, etc. And to start off...
Oh, Mitch and Mickey!
Oh, yay!
To start off the show, the Sisters of Speed will be performing.
Take a leg! We can keep it after that one.
Oh, they're
Ooh, look at the outfits.
No, on.
Seriously?
Yes, it's for the camera. Oh, how you talk of big games. Remember when we waltzed in the rain? No, I am nobody's girl. Just wasn't made for no diamonds or pearls. Gasoline, it don't burn as fast as me, poor boy. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Oh, with my bloodshot eyes, you rock me and you roll me through the night. It's only just then that I could see I was alone and feeling so lonely. Gasoline, it don't burn as fast as me, poor boy. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Time comes to tell you the truth. Tell you what you already knew. I'm a fool, wrapped up in you. When the morning comes, I'll be gone. Gasoline, it don't burn as fast as me, poor boy. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Maybe I'll meet my maker on a bedroom floor. Woo!
Nice job, girls.
And now for our second act of tonight, the Spectacular Lucas Maximus performing the song. The song.
Sure.
And for our third act of the night, The Late Show with Krusty Sock.
Krusty the Tube Sock?
Yes, the tube
That's it.
sock. Yeah.
From Lakeville, Minnesota, broadcasting from Lasko Studios, it's The Late Show with Krusty Tube Sock. Tonight, Marge the Sock and special musical guests, Rough Matty Money and Master K. And now your host, the one and only, the sock you might find in the bottom of Joe's sock drawer, Krusty Tube Sock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, evening everyone. Wow, what a crowd. This is a lot more than I usually get. I'm used to just having a couple stuffed animals and an empty bottle of scotch. Tonight our program is all about the strange world of the Lasko clan. Tonight they're with us in the audience. And let me tell you, they really put the fun in dysfunctional. And we'd like to introduce them all. First, we have the man of the house. He's a Packers fan. He's a businessman. He likes his sweets. He secretly loves reality TV shows. Brian Lasko is the kind of guy people enjoy running into when they're driving. He's a little behind the times. We asked him to finally get a color TV, and then he said, "What color?" Now that we have the TV, it takes him 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes. Anyway, Brian Lasko, everyone, give it here. Next, we have Jane Lasko, the mother. She's sweet, caring, hardworking, and very supportive. But give her one wine cooler and she's bouncing out the walls. One time we gave her a state-of-the-art beeper. It alarmed her whenever cheesy house decorations went on sale. We rarely saw her ever again. Jane Lasko, everyone. And now the first child, Steph Lasko. She's a lot to handle. She is an exceptional example, very hardworking. She was by far the ugliest baby. The doctor said, "What a treasure," in the operating room. But Mom and Dad said, "Yeah, let's bury it." In the dumpster. Anyway, Steph was very active in her high school sports. I'm not sure what position she played, but her coach would always call her the drawback. And we're glad you could bring your lovely husband with us tonight, Joel. He has the face of a saint, Bernard. Once I heard the doctor found traces of blood in his alcohol. Give them a round of applause. Next we have Joe Lasko, the second mistake. Joe is one of the funniest and most passionate people you'll ever meet. He makes everyone laugh, with or without him. I hear a lot of people try and see things from his point of view, but they can't stick their heads that far up their own asses.
Krusty!
Little fun fact, Joe practices birth control every day. Just leave the light on. And Joe's not the most refined guy. I went to his house the other day and asked him where the bathroom was. He told me, "Pick a corner." After Joe came Sophie. Sophie is strong, successful, honest, and stunning. When Sophie was a kid, people would always ask her what she wanted to be when she was older. And she did it. Mission accomplished, Sophie. Satan!
Oh, wow.
Crap! Someone fix it! Yeah. Where was I? It's too bad when God was handing out Sophie's brains, Sophie was first in line. But she had to hold the door open. Tonight, Sophie brought her handsome, significant other, James. Thanks for leaving the cage door open, Sophie. Ah, yes, and then there's Matt Lasko, the Marine, in the band. Look out, we got a badass! Hopefully he can fight ISIS with the talent of his skin flute. Oh, and his breath, it's so disgusting. The dentist only treats him over the phone. Matt Lasko, everyone. Matt brought his lovely date tonight, Catherine. It's her first time in Minnesota. Good thing she's pretty, because she's so boring, sheep even count her. Lastly, we have Luke, the last mistake. Luke is charming, talented, and very compassionate. He really lights up the room when he leaves. You can usually find Luke in the basement. His blood type is Skittles. Puberty is starting to hit Luke. Harder than Ray Rice hits his girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
If puberty doesn't hit Luke any quicker, I will. Luke Lasko! Alright, we're going to get the show started. Just going to switch spots here. Ow. Coffee's cold. Alright, we have a special guest who has a PhD in behavioral studies. She graduated from Tubes University and is currently studying the behaviors, dynamics, and genetics associated with dysfunctional families. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Marge the Sock.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
God, you're ugly. So, let's start on the first question. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, Marge, what is a dysfunctional family?
So, Krusty, I define a dysfunctional family as a family in which conflict, misbehavior, and often child neglect occurs continually and regularly, leading other members to accommodate such actions. Children sometimes grow up in such families with the understanding that such an arrangement is absolutely normal.
So you're telling me they have no idea how weird they are, and they think they're normal.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. They're extremely sheltered, they lack empathy and understanding towards certain family members. They even show extreme favoritism towards animals or pets. For example, the family often refers to the third child as the adopted one. Apparently, she's the only blonde. Disregarding her feelings completely while praising the mixed-breeded white furball commonly referred to as Sadie.
Ah, yes, very disturbing. Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, let's move on. What is it about the Laskos that makes them good candidates for your study?
Well, first off, they don't have any firearms or explosives, and they're completely oblivious to my observations like video cameras, etc.
Interesting. Any weird video or audio experiences?
Oh yeah, definitely. I frequently see the youngest child pee in the corner of his room and perform interactive dance moves in front of his fish tank.
That's terrifying.
I agree.
What else makes them good candidates?
It's easy to follow now that the older specimen have left the house. The parental units stay mostly in the living room kitchen, while the youngest spawn seems to hibernate in the basement level of the home doing who knows what.
Interesting, okay. Moving on. In your opinion, where do you think the dysfunctional system began?
It's very difficult to pinpoint the origin or find responsibility for the cause, but there are multiple factors over the years that could be possibilities. A lot of the issues in the family have originated due to the fact they're cult followers of the Packers.
Oh!
Yes, that would explain the gas.
Yes, indeed, I've smelled a lot of it. Yes, I realize that they get overly competitive in nearly everything they do, which turns into verbal abuse and even violence at times.
Oh, wow. All right, moving on to the next question. Tell me about the relationships among the siblings.
They seem to truly love each other, but I've come to understand they can be very sensitive.
Sensitive, how so?
Well, the third child, the blonde one we were talking about earlier, can get very violent when she feels intimidated. If a younger sibling harasses her, she instantly attacks them in any way possible, like scratching, biting, or punching.
That is terrifying. I can't say I've ever experienced that myself. How about the two oldest?
Oh, they're very docile. They occasionally smell each other's butts, but they leave each other.
Oh, they like each other. That's good. What is the relationship amongst the children and the new dog?
Well, I've sensed some tension lately. You see, the dog is the sweetest, newest, obviously cutest member of the family and has most of Jane's affection these days.
Yes.
Matt specifically has shown some animosity towards the dog. Like, maybe yesterday?
Very interesting. All right, thanks for coming to the show, Marge. Dr. Marge, I'm sorry. It was splendid having you, but I'm afraid your time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, Marge the Sun. All right, it's that time of the show where I introduce our musical guests. It's a rap duo. Their new album is Crap. That's what we sound like. Now for our special musical guests, Rough Matty Money and Master K. In a couple minutes. Hold on.
Here comes Lasko Clan, disappointing children. Here comes the Lasko Clan, unfortunately Packer fans.
It's Brian and Jane at the top of the chain. They are the ones who all ignite the flame. It started at Drake, and before they knew, they moved to Beaumont and gave birth to a few nasty little shits called Steps and Joe, the spoiled little brat. God likes to flow. Then the king, the best the world's ever seen. He's magical, muscular, manly, and mean. His name is Matt. He's the best. Don't mess with him, or he's gonna flex, and don't neglect Luke the Duke. He likes to play video games and he smells like poop.
Here comes the Lasko Clan, disappointing children. Here comes the Lasko Clan, unfortunately Packer fans. He goes by the name of Matt Lasko. Something, something. Editing news reached me comes a drum. He joined the Marine Corps because he's probably dumb. He thinks he's tough, but he's as whipped as they come. I put him on a leash so he go for a run. He can't multitask or remember a thing. Little does he know this thing is a fling.
Way to keep the flow going.
You didn't get up.
Oh, he's back.
Well, it started out good. That was awful at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a good night. Hope you enjoyed the show.
act of the night, and another very special young couple by the name of Princess Anna and Prince Hans.
All right.
Hope they can hear me. Can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
All my life has been a series of doors in my face. And then suddenly I bumped into you.
I was thinking the same thing, cause like I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
But with you,
I found my
I
place.
see your face.
It's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door.
Life
It's so much more
with you.
with you.
With you.
With you.
Love's
Love is
an
an open door. I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
I never met someone
Who thinks so much like me? Jinx! Jinx again! Our mental synchronization can have but one explanation.
That
You
and I
We're just meant to be.
say goodbye.
Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Love you so much more.
With you.
With you.
With you.
With you. Love is an open door.
Door.
Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes.
Hey, sweet.
Aww.
Bullying is real. No.
For real?
And now for a man who needs no intro, but we're gonna give him one anyway. Joe Lasko.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Usually used to doing stand-up with a mic, so I'm going to hold the beer with that. And once again, beer has completed another part of my life, so cheers to that. Oh, no, we're good.
Oh,
I don't know about
lights on.
I apologize for my voice. I was practicing my other talent for tonight, guzzling flames. It didn't work out. I'd just like to point out, before I start the rest of my bit, that the two professional musicians tonight did not perform musical routines on their own instruments. Right? And I think the reason we did that is because we knew there was no way we were going to top James tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is awesome seeing so many couples tonight work together. You've got James and Sophie. We're going to see Sophie and Stephanie, right? And we've got the relationship of Stephanie and Joel later tonight. And of course, the most romantic relationship, Matt and his tube sock. You know what? I joke about romantic relationships, but my romantic relationship is being in the middle of the room talking to myself. So let's put that in perspective. I did this as a hobby years ago, and so for and just stand up for fun with a bunch of friends. So I thought, man, you know, let's bring out some old jokes. Let's see what I got. So I went and I dusted it off. There's some old jokes that didn't really work. And so I finally found some that I liked. And I'm like, all right, let's just find the really clean-cut ones, and we'll use those. So tonight is entirely brand new material. Tailored specifically to the family tonight. Yeah, if you notice my voice, I did get a cold. I got it from my 5th graders. My 5th graders have not figured out that it's not okay to pick their noses in public. If boogers were a snack, it would be snack time all the time. I do have a story. We were playing a game where we have to hold hands, because in 5K, every game is holding hands. And we're in this circle, and this nice little girl, harmless little girl, Zoe, she has to hold hands with Adam. And right before she does it, Adam does one of these. Alright, let's do this. And poor Zoe, I see the whole thing, and Zoe looks at me like one of those Sarah McLachlan dog commercials, like, please help me. Please. So I'm like, Adam, you have to go and wash your hands. And you don't. The biggest nightmare of teaching 5K is letting kids go wash their hands or go to the bathroom, or the worst is let them ask questions, because really they don't want to ask questions, they just want to raise their hand and talk. So you'll be in class.
That's true.
You'll be in class, and one of them raises their hand, and they'll be like, yes, go right there. My mom says I have a new daddy, but it's just Paul. And I always make the same mistake. I was like, all right, thank you for that. Does anyone else have any questions? And of course, they all raise their hand, and they all want to talk about Paul. So many class lessons about Paul. I recently joined a dating website, Plenty of Fish. All the ladies are more excited for me than me. Plenty of Fish is like a box of chocolates. You just keep trying and hoping, and you just get more disappointed every time. It is really bad. Every girl I know, I read it, and they always say, man, I want an outdoors guy. I want a guy who can go on walks and hikes with me. And I'm just like, is Netflix outdoors? What about Star Wars? Is Star Wars outdoors? Is Star Wars out? I'm going. I'll do that. But no. But I still try. I like, before I go to Plenty of Fish, I actually like to walk to my Walgreens before I check it out, just to get the walking and the blood energy up. But also, because if you go in Walgreens, they have all these mirrors set up. And I really feel that at that angle is my best. I look the best. So I will walk down the aisles doing my catwalk, just checking myself out, and I'll be in the aisles going like this, and by the time I'm right here, that's when the people, the greeters come in like, do you need any help? Yes! I was looking at your feminine products. Tell me the one about cleanliness right here. It says maximum protection. What's that all about? It's frustrating. It's frustrating. You get on there, you look at pictures, and I found one. It's cute, and I will not forget their description. And that's what you have to put. A lot of girls just say, ask away, like, ask me when you get to meet me. And I'm like, I need to know you before I get into anything. So, but this one was perfect. On it, I quote, tattoos, The Office, beer, family. And I stared at it for a while, and I said to myself, I need to get tattoos. I'll end. This is one of my old favorites, so I'll end anyways. I've always had two ideas of how to get tattoos. The first one, on my ankle, it'll say a name like Vanessa, Valerie, Amber, but then be crossed out. It's a great conversation starter. So when I just show my ankle, people will go, wait, who is Valerie? No, I don't want to talk about it. And then, of course, the last. That was a solid punchline, people. That was funny. I'll wait for the laugh. And, of course, the last one is, of course, a tramp stamp on my back that says, no entry. And that would be my last one. Ended it on the big one. Well, all right. Hey, except for that one, thank you very much. It was nice being up here. Okay, I would actually like to take this time to talk about another joke, but it needs a little setup. I would like to talk about the Spanish Civil War. This is a war in Spain they call the Civil War. It started somewhere in 1938 and raged on for decades against the Republicans and the National Liberals. It was a very bloody and violent war in all of these towns. And there's one little story in this little village where these two warring peoples battled together, and it was known as the bloodiest day in the whole Civil War, and it was called Ay Chihuahua Santa Maria Day, and they like to celebrate, and we're good. Thank you very much.
Very, very interesting act, Joe. I've learned so much. And now for our final act tonight. Mitch and Mickey will be performing. This will be their second reunion together. Let's hope.
Precious than a pot of gold, in tales of ancient glory, every night and maiden fair will be jammed. The quest is over. The kiss is the oath we swear. The veil of dreams has lifted, and the fairy tales have all been told. There's a kiss at the end of the rainbow, more precious than a pot of
My sweet, my dear, my darling, you're so far away from me. Though an ocean of tears, like glass at the bridge of our love, spin us
that'll be the end of our show.
Oh, can we have everybody ready? Up.
1, 2, 3.
I can't read my show.
Oh!
Oh, wait, do it again. Do it again. One. Wait, no. Wait, we're starting up. Yeah.
And
Touch your toes and back up.
once down.